conference with the middle school teacher, and at that time he looked me straight in the eye, told me Kiersten hadn't made it as far as she was probably ever going to make it in life, and she was a great candidate for a group home someday. It was devastating to hear from somebody who was supposed to be the person to bring her to the next level that was it. I'm giving up. She is not able to learn any more than she already knows, so I'm giving up, is what I heard. I'm sure that was not his intention, but that is what I heard. So that was devastating, and we've always lived in the world where we know Kiersten can do more, and so we push her, and she has proven over and over and over again that she has more to give. And so we left that day, and Travis and I talked it over, and we said she will never set foot in that school ever again.
I am Travis Ergang, Kiersten Coulter's father, and this is my wife, Jenny Ergang.
I was 14 when I had Kiersten, so my parents were huge support. Kiersten was born 2 months premature, and spent the first 6 months of her life in the hospital. They told us she'd not make it out of the hospital. So she came home at 6 months old. She had a trach and a feeding tube, and so I continued on going to school, and my parents, my mom, took care of Kiersten along with a nurse. We went to the same high school, ran in the same circle of friends, and from the get-go, Travis was just an extremely supportive human being. He wasn't your typical 15, 16-year-old guy. He really wanted to be there, and he wanted to help raise Kiersten and go through her therapies, and he wasn't scared to deal with the medical issues that she had. And so obviously, that wins a mother's heart over when you find somebody that is willing to take care of your child, especially at the age we were. We had intended on Kiersten living with us forever. We finished our basement. We built an apartment in the basement for Kiersten. We moved my parents in next door so that there was somebody close when we weren't at home. And it was at Kiersten's yearly meeting with her supports coordinator where she started talking again about wanting to move out of the house. Travis and I have always been very reluctant about having those conversations because we don't want to hold her back from her independence and what she wants to do. But group home settings just was not a place where I wanted to go. And we didn't know exactly what else was out there. We actually learned about Homes Giving Hope from the coordinator. She had worked with Kay Wood in the past, and she had said, I have this friend, she's working on something great over in Rockford, because we had been talking about looking for facilities much like Benjamin's Hope that's out in Holland, and looking for something that was that sort of setup. And so she said, I'll get in touch with Kay and she'll reach out to you. So we had heard from Kay, and it is kind of one of those things, as a parent of a special needs child, you're used to the letdowns. You're used to getting excited about things and then those things not coming through. So the first few conversations with Homes Giving Hope, we felt like we were reaching for the moon because it maybe wasn't quite the right setup for Kiersten. We weren't sure that the support was enough for what Kiersten needed. And so we had already had it in our heads that it maybe wasn't going to be the right fit for Kiersten. And I think that's one thing that parents do, is just kind of put up those barriers and not let those down, because you don't want to be let down one more time.
We thought we were going to get put on a waiting list and it'd be 2-3 years. We didn't have to make a decision anytime soon.
She actually moved into Homes Giving Hope in October of 2020.
We felt Homes Giving Hope was a good fit for Kiersten because it's independent, but yet they're there for support. So, and that's really what she needs. She needs a little bit of guidance, but she has all of her independence with just somebody there just in case.
The other thing for us was when we walked through the door of Homes Giving Hope and we just felt the love in the room. It was really, when we left that day, we decided if this was going to happen, if this was what God's will was, it was going to happen, and and we were going to allow it to happen because of the environment at Homes Giving Hope.
I'm Kiersten Coulter, and I live at Homes Giving Hope, and I'm 27 years old. I love riding my bike and going outside. And I like making new friends. I like the games and the people that were there. I take my pills and I have to make my breakfast. I like to have cereal. I have dinner with everyone every week except Saturdays and Sundays are leftovers. You get to make new friends, and it's a beautiful place. I feel safe and I feel loved too. I want to live there forever.
I just want Kiersten to be as happy as she can be, whatever or wherever that is. And she's happy now. And for us, I just want to, be able to be one big happy family. And I think that is exactly what we've found here with Homes Giving Hope. I would say to families that are facing this decision to let go of their fear, let go of their thoughts of abandonment. I think that's a huge thing for us parents of special needs children especially, is feeling like we're abandoning them. This has been the biggest blessing for our family, for Kiersten, and although it's hard, it has been extremely rewarding.